Hi everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to the next episode of my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. This will be episode 3 of the Current Day rosters Monday Night Raw. And as you can see by the calendar there, we do have our first pay-per-view in 2 weeks' time, which is Extreme Rules. Just on a side note, if anyone's been looking at my blog at all, you will have seen some rumours that Cesaro and Tyson Kidd have been re-signed by the WWE. And by the look at tonight's card, you can see those rumours are true, as Tyson Kidd and Cesaro make their returns to WWE, taking on the Job Squad, Bo Dallas and Santino Marella. We're going to have a rematch from a couple of weeks ago where Chris Jericho pinned the Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler. So we have a rematch for that one. Last week we saw the Vaudevillians defeat the Job Squad in a number 1 contenders match for the Tag Team Champions. Tag Team Championships even. And tonight we're going to see a non-title match between the number 1 contenders and the champions, the Usos. We've got an Extreme Rules match between Bad News Barrett and Rusev. This is a feud that's really been hotting up over the past couple of weeks. And in our main event tonight, we will see John Cena taking on Bryan. Of course, this will be the main event for our Extreme Rules pay-per-view, so a win here for either of these two guys would really build their momentum towards that championship match. So let's get on to our first match. So as we said here, our first match will be the return of Tyson Kidd and Antonio Cesaro as they face off against the Job Squad, Santino and Bo Dallas. So we are going to start here with Tyson Kidd and Bo Dallas in the ring. Unlucky for the Job Squad, they defeated the Usos in the first episode of this WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. Only to be defeated in the number 1 contenders match last week by the Vaudevillians. They'll be looking to try and get a win here to keep themselves high in that tag team rankings. However, the returning Tyson Kidd and Antonio Cesaro are going to be a very difficult team for them to break down. This is a team I expect to come in and instantly be looking towards that championship. But who knows, a win here for the Job Squad could knock them back down the pecking order. As Bo Dallas Irish whips Tyson Kidd into the corner and bringing in Santino. Tyson gets drop toe holded. And the elbow drop in the back by Santino. Tyson Kidd reversing on Santino. And a drop kick to the back. Great impact there. And that spinning heel kick. Santino goes down hard. And now Tyson going for that backdrop. Hits it well. Went for that spinning heel kick again, but it missed on Santino. Santino now trying to get some control and hits that bulldog. And there's a spinning heel kick by Tyson Kidd. These two guys fighting back and forth as the hip toss and the elbow drop there by Tyson Kidd. Cesaro trying to get himself back in the match here, but we're trying to get himself in the match for the first time, but Bo Dallas is brought back in by Santino. Twisting the arm now, Tyson Kidd, who knees Bo Dallas in the stomach. And there's the drop toe hold by Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd with another knee to the stomach. Doing some work to the gut there of Bo Dallas. Now has him in the headlock. And a knee to the face of Bo Dallas. Bo catches Tyson Kidd's foot and lays him out with a lariat. And now the elbows to the shoulders of Tyson Kidd. You can't help but think that Tyson Kidd and Cesaro will be desperate to win in their return here to WWE. Both these guys were released recently and went to Ring of Honor. WWE obviously seeing the error in their ways and have signed them back. They've come back together as this tag team. And there's a tag bringing Cesaro. Just like to mention while I've got a chance, if any of you guys have any suggestions or requests, please let me know. Anyone you want to see signed to any particular roster, anyone you want to see pushed, just let me know. This is one of the suggestions from Jay, who wanted to see Tyson Kidd and Cesaro back as a team in WWE. So yeah, I'll try and incorporate as many as I can without contradicting everyone's, obviously. But yeah, just drop any suggestions in the comment section. Maybe you've got a certain wrestler you want pushed towards a certain title, just let me know. and I'll try and incorporate it as well as I can. Bo Dallas with a headlock on Cesaro. Cesaro now Irish whipping Bo Dallas into the ropes and picks him up into that scoop slam, sit out scoop slam as well. I'm slurring my words here. I've only had 4 beers and I'm slurring my words already. Cesaro twisting the arm of Bo Dallas and getting around the back. And hits the backdrop. Bo Dallas fighting back now. But Cesaro comes back with that Russian leg sweep. He's going to go for the pin. Only a 1 count on Bo Dallas. Cesaro gets hit with that power slam by Bo Dallas. These two guys showing their relentlessness. Bo Dallas and Santino. Never say die attitude. We saw that when they defeated the tag team champions, the Usos, a couple of weeks ago. Bo Dallas has got Cesaro up. He's going to go for butterfly suplex off the top, a super butterfly suplex. Santino loved that, as you can see on the side there. And now a lariat by Bo Dallas and jumping over the top. He's going to go for a trifecta of lariats. But Cesaro reverses with that trip and then the elbow drops to the knee, but Bo Dallas avoids it. Looked like he was going to try and make the tag there, but Cesaro is very clever to get in between Bo Dallas and his tag team partner. Bo Dallas has Cesaro in the front chancery. Cesaro just picks him up and throws him like a piece of meat, dropping him flat on his face in the centre of the ring. And now he's going to go for a pin here. Only a 1 count. Bo Dallas hits the backdrop on Cesaro. Looks like he's going to tag in Santino. Tyson Kidd's very slow getting back to his corner, and Santino goes for the pump handle gutbuster. No, he's on the top rope and he goes for the elbow, but he misses. Santino playing possum. Sorry, Cesaro playing possum, and Santino misses that elbow. Hip toss by Santino. So he's going to try and he brings Bo Dallas back into the ring, but Cesaro gets across the ring and brings in Tyson Kidd, who hits a fantastic neck breaker. He's going to go for a springboard move here. Springboard splash on Bo Dallas. Very effective move, rolls him over, but Bo Dallas manages to fight out of it there. The two guys lock up. Nobody coming out on top, but Bo Dallas comes out on top now, throwing Tyson Kidd into his corner. And bringing Santino in for a better tag team maneuvering here. And there's the drop toe hold into the elbow drop again. Very effective tag team move by this pairing. The pinfall here, 1, 2, only a 2 count. Tyson kicks out. Santino with the drop toe hold there on Tyson Kidd, and now I thought he was going to go for the camel clutch there, but he went for the backbreaker instead. Santino turns Tyson around. He's got him up in the pump handle slam, pump handle suplex, and there's the headbutt by Santino. He's going to go for the pin here. 1, 2, but Cesaro's across quick enough, but I think Tyson Kidd had already tapped out. Cesaro hits that stunner style move with the split. 1, 2. That's a 3 count. The Job Squad have come out defeating the returning Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I just don't understand. This Job Squad is supposed to be a really weak team together, but they seem to keep coming out on top. They've defeated the Usos and have now defeated Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. A great victory here for the Job Squad. Not the return that Kidd and Cesaro were hoping for. There was a 3 count. Cesaro just could not get there quick enough. As you can see, Bo Dallas very happy with himself, as he normally is. milking it. Santino is a bit more quiet in his victory, but Bo Dallas is really milking this one. And can you blame him? A fantastic victory again for the Job Squad. Really working their way up this tag team division and staying up there as well. And now we have our second match of the evening. It will be Chris Jericho taking on Dolph Ziggler. So this is Jericho versus Ziggler, as I just said. This is a rematch from a couple of weeks ago when Chris Jericho defeated the Intercontinental Champion. After that match, he also made a plea to the general manager, who I can't remember who the general manager is. But he made a plea to Mick Foley, that's who the general manager is. Made a plea to the general manager Mick Foley to let him have another Intercontinental Championship chance. Mick is not quite convinced as yet, but a good showing here against Ziggler again could definitely put him in contention for that Intercontinental Championship match at Extreme Rules in a couple of weeks' time. Ziggler starting off well here with that power slam. Chris Jericho, widely regarded as one of the best Intercontinental Champions of all time. He had some fantastic long reigns and some incredible matches with that championship involved. The likes of Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. Some fantastic matches he's had. Kurt Angle as well. Backbreaker there by Jericho. Obviously working towards that Walls of Jericho submission. Knee to the stomach by Ziggler. And that running, jumping clothesline. Went for that elbow drop. I don't think he got much on it, but Jericho's back to his feet now. And Ziggler hits that belly to back slam. Now the elbow drop. And that drop kick to the side of the head. Ziggler starting to take control here, but Jericho fights back. He's going to go for a Northern Lights suplex. Didn't go for the pin. Quick kick to the back of Ziggler. Now a kick to the back of the arm. Pick Ziggler up. And Ziggler hits that enziguri. And now just punches to the side of the face of Jericho and slamming him down. And more punches. And again slamming him down face first into the mat. Great little move there by Ziggler. What's he going for here? Oh, great over the top neck breaker. Picks Jericho up. Kick to the stomach. Jericho kicks the stomach back. Ziggler went for that drop kick. And there's the belly to belly slam by Ziggler. So he's going to lock in the camel clutch submission. Jericho's quite close to the rope, so he's got an arm free. Surely he can get a hold of that rope. And there he does. And Ziggler with that big DDT. Jumped up high and brought Jericho down in that DDT. Could that be all? He's going to go for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Jericho kicks out. Jericho with that big punch. Headlocking Ziggler. Ziggler comes back with a drop toe hold. Trying to usher Jericho back to his feet, which he does. Hits a zigzag. That's got to be all. Hits a zigzag. Pulling him into the centre of the ring. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. 2 count. Jericho kicks out. How did Jericho kick out of the zigzag? Running forearm by Jericho. And now stomps a Ziggler on the ground. And just grating his foot against the face of Ziggler. A Russian leg sweep. Ziggler picking Jericho up, gets him in the headlock. Into the snapmare, and now went for the submission there, but Jericho was too close to the rope. Ziggler fighting out that back elbow. Sorry, Jericho fighting out the back elbow. And then there's a running forearm again. Now just a kick to the back of Ziggler. Looks to be working towards that submission move, the Walls of Jericho. Oh, beautiful dropkick there by Ziggler. Such fantastic elevation, hits Jericho flat in the face, and there's a great power slam by Ziggler. Gonna go for the pin again, that's 2. Oh, that was virtually a free count, very, very close to a free count. And now Ziggler locks in that full Nelson submission. And that's it, Jericho's tapped. Jericho's tapped out that full Nelson submission. And Dolph Ziggler has defeated one of the all-time great Intercontinental Champions. Although I dare say this is not the last we're going to see of this feud here. I personally would love to see Chris Jericho get another chance at the Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules against Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler celebrates, and as he should. It's a great victory for him. That puts these guys in a 1-1 draw so far, 1 victory each over the past 3 weeks. And I'd love to see how this is going to pan out between these two. But I definitely foresee an Intercontinental Championship match. So here we have our third match of the evening. It's going to be the Usos taking on the Vaudevillians in a non-title match. So here we go with this non-title match. It's going to be the Usos taking on the Vaudevillians. This is almost a warm-up match for Extreme Rules in a couple of weeks' time when these two will face each other for them tag team championships. We're starting off with Simon Gotch and one of the Usos in the ring. I honestly can't tell you which one. I'm not talented enough to know the difference between Jimmy and Jay. Great arm breaker there by Simon Gotch. A win here for either team could really boost the momentum going into that pay-per-view event. As Gotch is going to hit that back suplex on the Uso, who shall remain nameless. Uso fighting back now though, with them punches and chops. And a back elbow. Simon Gotch fighting back himself though. He looks like he's going to try and make the tag to Aiden English, which he does. Aiden English is a beautiful neck breaker there. Simon Gotch liked that one, as you can see. And now just disregarding Uso at the top of his head like a piece of rubbish. Uso throwing English into his corner, and now he's going to go for a drop kick to the side of the head. Oh, he looked like he was going to try and tag in his brother Uso, but Aiden English just spears him off the apron. Great move there, fantastic tactical manoeuvre by Aiden English, but it's not worked for too long as the Uso in the ringer hits him with a Samoan drop and manages to get the tag to the ever fresh Uso. But Aiden English is right on top of him. And again, just throwing him over the top of his head like a piece of rubbish. Twist of the arm, went for the double axe handle to the back, but Uso avoided it. And there's the backdrop by Aiden English. On the risk of not being impartial, I do hope the Usos lose the championships at Extreme Rules. Because I really haven't got a clue which one's which. And it would just make it so much easier for me. Great Samoan drop there by Uso. Yeah, just call him Uso. If anyone can tell me an easy way to figure out which one's which, I would love to know in the comments section. Please let me know. I could see they both have different tattoos, and I'm assuming that's the easiest way, but I'd need to know... oh, did they have different tattoos? They've both got the one on their chest. It looks like the tattoos are on the opposite side. So yeah, if you could let me know how I can tell these two apart. One of them's got the cross tattoo there on his arm and the other one hasn't. So if anyone knows which one's which, please let me know. There's a knee drop by one of the Usos to Simon Gotch. And a jumping headbutt. Turning Gotch over. Gotch is back up though, fighting back with that huge punch to the face. And Uso rolls him up for a quick roll-up. That's got to be a rope break, surely. Only a 1 count. Simon Gotch fighting back, and that's a huge lariat. And the elbow drop as well. Doing some damage here to one of the Usos, who shall remain nameless. There's the neck drop, neck breaker even. Simon Gotch is a fantastic wrestler here. Really bringing the old strong style back to the forefront of the WWE these days. Knee drop to the face of Simon Gotch, and the Usos are going to tag each other. And the other Uso comes in. The crossless one comes in. Aiden English is back in control though. Throwing the Uso into his corner. He's going to bring Simon Gotch back in as they do a bit of tag team manoeuvring. Going to have the backbreaker and the elbow drop at the same time. Great tag team maneuver by these two. Simon Gotch just attacking the other Uso. He's going to go for the backdrop here on the apron. Oh, and he hit it. That's a fantastic move. Simon Gotch just taking out the... Maybe he should be paying more attention to the legal man, tell the truth, but he's attacking the other Uso who should be on the apron. He's done good work working him down, but now he's been caught out by the Uso he's supposed to be wrestling in the actual ring. Who throws Simon Gotch back in, follows him, gets around the back of him, twists the arm, but Simon Gotch reverses into that shoulder block. Looks like he's going to make the target to Aiden English, which he does. Oh, and he gets hit with that running forearm by the crossless Uso. That hip toss. And English, it's a running neck breaker though. Gets a punch to the stomach for his problems. And there's the backdrop. Jumping knee drop. Oh, and there's a super kick. Aiden English is out after that super kick. Big, big move. Can he win here? 1, 2, 3 years. Simon Gotch was too slow getting in. And the Usos have come out of this match on top. Simon Gotch was just too slow. There's the big Samoan drop by one of the Usos. And this will definitely build momentum for this team moving into Extreme Rules. There was the quick roll up. There was that tag team maneuver there, the backbreaker elbow drop combination. And as you see there, Gotch was just slightly too slow getting into the ring. Usos very happy with themselves, obviously defending their championships against the Vaudevillians in a couple of weeks' time at Extreme Rules. And they'll definitely be looking to repeat this victory. So now we have our 4th match of the evening. It's the Extreme Rules match between Bad News Barrett and Rusev. We see Bad News Barrett in the ring here. Rusev to make his entrance. Where is Rusev? Oh, Rusev sneaks up behind and clears Barrett out. Rusev's music was going. He crept up behind Wade Barrett, or Bad News Barrett as he's more commonly known these days. And Rusev hitting that black hole slam style move in a 1, 2, only a 2 count. Bad News Barrett kicks out. Rusev not showing any mercy here to Bad News Barrett, creeping up behind him. But Barrett makes his way, tries to make his way back into the match now. Rusev that massive kick to the stomach though. And Bad News Barrett reversing again with that back elbow. We thought he could have been out straight away with that sneak attack into that huge slam. Remember, this is an Extreme Rules match. Weapons are allowed. Whether they're needed or not, I think Rusev's a weapon himself. Hitting that backdrop and oh, I was wrong. Rusev is hunting for a weapon. But Wade Barrett disturbs him there, I think. I don't think Rusev managed to get the weapon out. But now Rusev hitting that backdrop on the outside of the ring there. But again, Wade Barrett distracting Rusev while he was hunting underneath that ring for a weapon. Barrett throws Rusev into the ring and Barrett looks like he's going to Yes, Barrett has pulled that sledgehammer out from underneath the ring. Will he get a chance to use it? Will he go for the bullhammer or the sledgehammer? We'll have to see in this match. He's left that sledgehammer. He looked like he was going in the ring again there, but Rusev caught him. Just a couple of running punches to the gut there, Rusev. Rusev throwing Barrett into the ring. And now hitting that elbow to the face. And Rusev joins Barrett in the ring. Oh, hitting a massive kick. But Barrett is back up. Oh, and Rusev with that collar suplex. He makes his way out of the ring. He's going for a weapon here. Bad News Barrett is back to his feet, but Rusev has a chair. Rusev comes into the ring with the chair, and Bad News Barrett takes it off of him. And Bad News Barrett whacks Rusev in the face with the chair, then sets it up in the corner. He could have gone for the pin there, but he's just going to continue punching Rusev to the face. Bad News Barrett picking Rusev up. The bare knuckle boxer there using his strikes, but Rusev comes back with that back elbow. Thump to the back of Rusev. Rusev throwing Wade Barrett into the corner. The chair that Wade Barrett set up is used against him by Rusev. Rusev back outside. Looks like he's going to be going for a weapon again. Oh, but Bad News Barrett catches him. Rusev throws him back into the ring though. Then just hits him with that elbow in the face again. Rusev comes back into the ring. Twisting the arm of Barrett, and again going for that arm breaker. Oh, great reversal by Bad News Barrett there, just twisting out of that move and hitting with an elbow. Now in the corner with that big clothesline. Bad News Barrett making his way outside the ring. What's he got in mind? But Rusev stops him. Then Rusev just throwing Barrett over the top of his head. He lands hard on the outside of the ring, which is sheer concrete. There's a very thin matting out there. But it's a very, very hard landing. It looks like Rusev's getting a weapon. Rusev's got a chair again. They didn't end very well from last time, but this time it's ended very well. I think he's actually busted Wade Barrett open. He has. You can see there's blood on the chair. Rusev's got Wade Barrett up in that submission, the torture rack. But he's outside the ring. It is an Extreme Rules match, but pinfalls still have to be inside the ring. But he's done a lot of damage there to Wade Barrett. The shoeless Rusev doing a lot of damage to Wade Barrett. He's gonna go for it. Oh, he went for the backdrop and he hit the table. Rusev's gone through the announce table. Rusev has gone through the announce table. Both of these guys really do some serious damage to each other. Wade Barrett's busted open. Rusev's been through the announce table. However, Rusev is back up and fighting. And Wade Barrett's still fighting as well. Even with that bloody forehead of his own. Rusev with a thump to the back of Wade Barrett. And then runs into that belly to belly. Onto the debris of the announce table. Rusev with a kick to the stomach and now throwing Bad News Barrett back into the ring. With the damage that's been done, maybe a pin might be a clever idea here. Oh, but Bad News Barrett's got Rusev up in a vertical suplex, holds him there, lets the blood rush to his head, starts to lose feeling in the lower body. He's going to go for the pin straight from that one. Only a 1 count, Rusev kicking out. That's the damage that Rusev is taking, kicks out. And there was the bullhammer. Bad News Barrett hit the bullhammer. 2, 3, that's it. Bad News Barrett comes out on top of this one against Rusev. Rusev tried to get the sneak attack at the beginning of the match and almost won it. This is the point, I think, where... Yeah, that's the point where Bad News Barrett has broken open. You saw the blood there on the chair. This is the backdrop through the announce table. Didn't catch much of it, but took the entire table out the weight of Rusev. There's a thump to the back by Rusev, and then this is the belly to belly, which is cut off there. And here's the bullhammer from nowhere. And the pin, 1, 2, 3. Even busted open, Bad News Barrett has managed to come out on top of this match. I dare say this is not the last we've seen of this feud. However, who knows what's going to happen. A fantastic victory here for Bad News Barrett. The first pinfall victory I think Rusev has actually suffered in the WWE. Granted, it took chairs to the face, being put through the announce table, and a bullhammer elbow. But Bad News Barrett gifts Rusev his first ever pinfall loss. So now we move on to our main event of the evening. It is John Cena taking on Daniel Bryan. We saw this match last week where Daniel Bryan actually defeated John Cena by pinfall. He was given the opportunity by Mick Foley to stake his claim for the World Championship. And he defeated Cena by pinfall. This will also be the match that will headline our Extreme Rules pay-per-view. But Extreme Rules, the World Heavyweight Championship, will be on offer. Another victory for Daniel Bryan here could really just pile the momentum in his favour. A win here for Cena could build his confidence back up after that pinfall loss last week to Bryan. Cena with the Irish whip, but Daniel Bryan fighting back and hitting that running elbow. Daniel Bryan gets him in the headlock and goes for that arm breaker, maybe working towards that label lock later on in the match. Cena with a shoulder block of his own, taking Bryan down. Bryan goes for the pump handle gut buster. And now the kicks. Cena reverses, throwing Bryan into the corner, and then hits a running shoulder tackle into the corner. Daniel Bryan's down, he brings him out and slams him on the ground. And now working on that leg, maybe working towards the STF himself towards the end of that match. Daniel Bryan there with the running twisting neck breaker. Another stomps to the floor by John Cena. These two guys really coming from different areas of wrestling earlier in their career. Daniel Bryan fought tooth and nail in the indie circuit. Obviously one of the top members of Ring of Honor. One of the first guys to really take advantage of the Ring of Honor indie circuit and build a career for himself before joining WWE. John Cena is a bit more manufactured by the WWE, but still a great competitor in his own right. Daniel Bryan slamming the arm of John Cena down. And there's a discus elbow by Daniel Bryan. He's going outside the ring. What's he got planned here? He's taken the top off the announce table. This is a brand new announce table as it got broken in the last match. These two guys fighting here, and Daniel Bryan is taking Cena to the announce table. He's put Cena on the announce table. What's he got planned here? What has Daniel Bryan got planned? He's going up on the turnbuckle. There's no way. He does. Oh, he hits the diving elbow. Oh my God. Daniel Bryan just hits the diving elbow to put John Cena through the announce table. This isn't an Extreme Rules match. The last match was. This is a normal singles match. The referee's letting the two of them get away with it though. That was a... Maybe that's a hint by Daniel Bryan. We know their match at Extreme Rules will be an Extreme Rules match as the pay-per-view states. But there's a running knee by Daniel Bryan. Could he get a victory here? 1, 2. Oh, 2 count. Daniel Bryan obviously sending a message to John Cena here, showing that he's ready. Northern Light suplex. 1, 2, 2 count. Yeah, Daniel Bryan obviously showing that he's ready for the Extreme Rules match at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Bringing the announce table into use there with that diving elbow. Quite a move to try and pull off on a normal weekly TV program. You think he'd save that sort of dangerous maneuver for the pay-per-view. But that's the sort of action that we love here on this universe mode. Cena hitting a very glitchy suplex there. And now that over the top neck breaker. Cena coming back into this. I don't personally know how Cena survived that elbow drop through the table, followed by that running knee. Daniel Bryan with the enziguri there, pulling Cena into the center of the ring. Look, he's going to go for a pin, but Cena's back to his feet. Daniel Bryan Irish whips Cena into the corner. He hits hard. And Daniel Bryan's got that fantastic capture back suplex into the bridge. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 2. Still only a 2 count. And Cena picks Bryan straight up into the attitude adjustment. Is this all? Cena pulls him into the center of the ring. It's 1, 2. Oh, Daniel Bryan kicks out. I'm lost for words. This is such a fantastic match. Who knows what's going to happen? At Extreme Rules, 5-knuckle shuffle by Cena. This has been an all-action match, this one. Daniel Bryan Irish whipping Cena into the corner. Hits the running dropkick. Pulling Cena into the centre of the ring. He's going to go for the pin again, but Cena's back up. Cena's back up like nothing happened. Bryan's around the back and hits that back suplex. Going to go for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Cena throwing Bryan into the turnbuckle. Or into the ropes even. Bryan managed to reverse, but Cena comes in with a Fez press into the punches. Rolls Bryan over. Bryan fights his way back to his feet. Cena fighting his way back there with a thump to the back. Hit that lariat, and Daniel Bryan just sending Cena over the top rope. Bryan following him out. Misses the kick. Now working on the arm of Cena, that shoulder block. This has been a fantastic main event here this evening. It's been all action. I challenge anyone to find an episode of Monday Night Raw where 2 announce tables have been taken out. Because that's what's happened tonight. Great arm drag there by Daniel Bryan. Now throwing Cena over the top rope again. He's going to suplex him back in. Yes, he does. Going to go for the pin from that 1, 2. Oh, 2. Very, very close to 3 count again. Oh, and Cena gets up and gets wiped out with that huge kick to the side of the head. 1, 2. I thought Cena could have been knocked out from that kick. Snapmare by Daniel Bryan picking Cena up, but Cena reverses. What's he got planned here? He's going to work on this leg again. Is he working towards the STF? He's going to bring Daniel Bryan back into the centre of the ring. He's going to go for the pin here. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Cena with the punches. Hitting a snapmare of his own. Now into that submission. Locking the arms with the knee in the back. Daniel Bryan fights out of it. And Cena with a Fez press hitting the punches again. He picks Bryan up. And locks him into that neck breaker. Great move. Great neck breaker by Cena. Could that be all? Just hoisted him up in the air and then captured him in the neck breaker. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Daniel Bryan's still in this one. But Cena picks him straight up into the AA. And that's got to be all this time. 1, 2, 3 it is. John Cena defeats Daniel Bryan in a fantastic main event here at Monday Night Raw. And here's that jumping, diving elbow through the announce table by Daniel Bryan. I think that could have been a hint to John Cena. Remember, they are facing each other at Extreme Rules in the Extreme Rules matchup. And this is the attitude adjustment after the kick out from that great neck breaker. And this match has only made me more excited for the pay-per-view now. A fantastic victory for John Cena. Last week a victory for Daniel Bryan. These guys now on a 1-1 draw as well. What will happen at Extreme Rules? Will the championship change hands? Can Daniel Bryan really win that championship and become the A+ player. Cena very happy with his victory, as he should be. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a great episode of Monday Night Raw. Please tune in for the next week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Also check out my other universe modes. We do have Global Force Wrestling, Ring of Honor, WWF Retro, WWF Attitude, and CZW. So keep an eye out for all them playlists. You'll find them in the description below. Also my blog for all the up-to-date results and news. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. And thank you very much. Please come back.